Hi, Dan. It's me, Jen. Today, I'm going to watch a review on Blues Big Holiday, my favorite episode. And I'm going to do the same with Blues First Holiday. I can't wait for you to do a review on both of those videos. Here's the first one on Blues Big Holiday. Watch.
Merry Christmas, everyone. This is me, Dan, the My Little Pony and Sophia the First fan here. And we're going to do another episode review. And this is going to be on a Season 3 episode of Blue's Clues, which is called Blues Big Holiday. So, it's about when Steve, Blue, and a special guest, Winona, Jude, played holiday games. So, I'm going to go over details and figure out who that Blue wanted to add to the holiday quilt. So, let's recap everything in the episode. Here we go. So, Steve and Blue were looking at every memories in the holiday quilt. But there was something missing. So Steve asked Blue what she wants to add to the holiday quilt. So we played Blue's Clues to figure it out. And when Steve cleaned off the paw print, we noticed there was a paw print patch that needed to be added to the quilt. But do you notice something different about Steve's notebook? Well, it was a holiday notebook, which is all decorated for the holidays. And Antiquity and Slippery made a holiday present for Mailbox. And do you know what that holiday present for Mailbox could really be? Yep, it was a flag warmer. So, we skidooed into the snow globe to find some holiday presents for Green Puppy, Orange Kitten, and Purple Kangaroo. Once we picked up the presents from the snow globe, we skidooed back home and delivered them to their houses. First, we went to Green Puppy's house. And we gave these blocks to Green Puppy. As I already told you, who is the owner of Green Puppy is Winona. And then we went to Sam and Orange Kitten's house to give Orange Kitten her present. And you know what the present is, right? Yep, it was the doll. And the doll had an orange dress. It's definitely the same color as Orange Kitten. And then we went to Purple Kangaroo's house to give Purple Kangaroo his present. And you know what that present is, right? Yep, it's the pocket. And after that, we went back home. Steve and Blue went back home. And Steve got a letter from Magenta. And Magenta went sledding in the snow. So anyways, the 3 clues in the episode are 4 little prints, the blanket, and a rattle. And you know what type of memory Blue wanted to add to the holiday quilt? Well, that memory is the time when Blue was a baby. That is the type of memory Blue wanted added to the holiday quilt. So yeah, that is what the episode is about, and it aired on November 29th, 1999. So, it's a great holiday episode, and I'm gonna give this like a 35 out of 10. So, that will be it for this episode review. So, thanks for watching.
So yeah, that was me listening to your review on Blues Big Holiday, which is my favorite episode of Blues Clues, and I watch that episode every December with Mommy and Holly, and I love watching that episode. And I'm going to watch Blues First Holiday, so I'm gonna get that episode review ready. So Now, the next review I'm getting ready to watch is Blue's First Holiday, which I'm really excited about you reviewing on this one as well. Watch.
What is up, everyone? It is me, Dan, the My Little Pony, and Sophia the First fan here. And it's time for another episode review. So, this episode review will be the final episode of Season 5 that I'm going to be reviewing. And it's going to be called Blue's First Holiday. So, Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper gave Joe, Blue, and the rest of their friends their special holiday present. And you know what the present was? Yep, it's 2 movies. So, Joe, Blue, and the rest of their friends all watched the very first movie. It was the time when Steve, Joe, Blue, and all their friends were babies. And it's the very first story about how they met Blue. So, Shovel and Pail got very cool toy animals. Tickety Talk got special blocks for her to count. Slippery Soap got his very own bubble wand. And Sidetable Drawer got her very first telephone. But Steve didn't get his present yet. But you know, he always loved puppies. But he never gotten a real one. But then, Mailbox came around and gave Steve a present. And you know what the present was? It was a book about a puppy. Because Steve loved that book so much, he read it over and over and over again. Then he read it one more time the night before bed. And then the next morning, Steve was still asleep when something happened. Then Blue jumped out of the book. But when Steve realized Blue wasn't even there. So that's why Blue came out of her book to play. That's why Steve wanted Blue to stay. And that is the story of the day they met Blue. After the first movie, Joe got a phone call from Steve, who was calling all the way from college. And then it was mail time, so Joe got a holiday card. And after that, it was time for Joe and his friends to watch the next movie. And it was the time when Steve and his friends played their very first game of Blue's Clues. But Joe couldn't find his duck blanket. So they looked everywhere. They started it behind the thinking chair, inside the toy chest, and under Steve's bed, but no one didn't know where it is, except for Blue. But that's where the game of Blue's Clues begins. So do you know what the clues were?
There we go.
The clues to figure out where Joe's blanket is were circles, a carrot, and snow. Do you know where Joe left his blanket at? Yep, it was on the snowman. And once they found it, they got to play Blue's Clues for the very first time. And that's why Joe got his blanket back. And that is how the first game of Blue's Clues began. So yeah, that is definitely what the episode Blue's First Holiday was definitely about. So it was about an animated puppy helps its human master by revealing the clues to solving everyday problems. So it came out on December 12th, 2003, which is the first time that aired on television. So anyways, Blue's First Holiday is a great episode. I'll give it like a 10 out of 10. So thanks for watching the episode review.
So yeah, that was me listening to your review on Blue's First Holiday as well, and those two are really, really great episodes. So be on the lookout for more videos from me very soon. So until then, bye, Dan.